Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
He said, snitches get stitches.
Young,
You did not say
it. You know, and Your Honor,
snitches get stitches.
in so many words.
Please tell me you did not
let
say.
Let me.
Snitches get stitches. In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. You want him to pay $628.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, knock my socks off. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. The law talks about something may in fact be true, but can they prove it? And that's what's tough.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Journey Sims claims her daughter was injured on the swings when she was playing with the defendant's daughter. Ms. Sims is suing Terrence Middleton in the amount of $978. Mr. Middleton claims it was an accident, and Ms. Sims is overreacting to an unfortunate playground mishap.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. Ms. Sims, you want $978 from Mr. Middleton.
Yes.
And is this your daughter?
Yes, absolutely.
And your name is?
Kennedy.
Kennedy, come on up next to Mom. Is this your daughter?
Yes.
And this is?
This
Lyric.
is Lyric.
Lyric, come on up. We don't have kids come to the court very often, so now we all, as adults, have to be on our best behavior because we set the example, right?
Right.
All right, Ms. Sims, let's start with you. Go ahead.
I'm suing this man because when my girl was with him, he didn't take care of her and she broke her finger.
All right, Mr. Middleton,
Yes.
Kennedy was in your custody,
Yes.
and she was in your custody because of what?
Both my daughter and Kennedy were playing. They were having a play date at the park.
Okay, so Kennedy, tell me about Lyric.
Well, I was really happy to see Lyric when we met at the mall. And
Why were you so happy to see her?
because we haven't met in like 2 years. And
Oh my God, that's like forever.
For me, it is.
I know it is for you, that's why I said it. And how did you first meet her?
Well, we met when we were like 3.
Yes,
And we met at daycare
yes.
because Lyric's mom had a daycare. And I went to...
You went to that daycare?
Yeah.
All right,
And then
so
we met
now
there.
let me hear from Lyric. It's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
And so tell me about you and Kennedy.
So, when my mom was running a play date,
Your mom had set up a play date so you can spend time with Kennedy.
yes.
Yes.
And one day, she passed away in a car accident.
Your mom
so I had
passed
to
away.
move with my dad.
Okay, let me stop for a moment then. So, Dad, were you and Lyric's mom together at the time?
Yes, we were.
Okay. And what happened to her?
During the car accident?
Is that what happened? Your wife was in a car accident?
Yes, she was in a car accident, yeah. It was a few years back.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
And as a result of that, what happened?
As a result of that, we moved.
You moved.
Yeah.
Before your mom passed away, that's when you were seeing Kennedy a lot.
Yes.
Yes. And why did you like Kennedy?
Because we've been friends for a long time, and we always used to have these play dates, and she was my best friend.
She was your best friend. Oh, because there's nothing like a best friend. Wow. And after you moved, you lost contact?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And you all didn't decide to keep communication going, given that the girls were friends? Or?
Yeah, absolutely, but she moved really far away, more than 4 hours, so it was complicated.
Okay.
So the play date just stopped.
And what caused them to reconnect?
One day we were at the mall and we just saw each other. And then my girl was so happy to saw her, to saw Lyric. And I think it was a good thing to start again the play dates. So I told...
And it had been a few years had gone by, I take it.
Correct,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
But you guys still remembered each other, huh, Larry?
Yes.
You remembered. And so you guys saw each other. You were happy to see Kennedy. Yes. And what, you decided, did you move back? What happened?
Yeah, so I moved back into the area, and so we were only
You were
about...
gone for a few years. You
Correct.
came back.
Yes.
And they happened to see each other.
Right. So
And
we-
then take me from there.
Yeah, and so I moved back into the area. They met at the mall, like she said, and we decided to keep the play dates going. The girls love each other, and I like spending the time, and it's a good environment, and so we continued with the play dates, and yeah.
Everything sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
Why is there a lawsuit?
Because the first play date, I did it at my home, and everything was fine, but I saw that Lyric was different. With her mother, everything was fine, but actually with him, it's different. She talks, she's mean with my daughter. She didn't want to share toys, and she called her snitch because she was telling me the things. So I was not
then
happy
let me go
about
back to
that.
Kennedy. Was Lyric acting mean towards you?
Well, kind of, because last year I got a baby doll from my grandmother, and it was like the last time I saw her, so every
The last time you saw your grandmother?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, well, when Lyrics wanted to play with it, I really didn't want to let her. I let her play with my Barbie dolls, and I let her play with my Monster High dolls, and my Legos.
So you can play with every other doll
Yeah.
except Tammy.
Yeah, because
Yes.
I liked my baby doll because it was my last time I saw my grandma.
All right, I understand. And Lyric said, well, I want to play with Tammy, though. You wanted to play with Tammy. Did
Yes.
she tell you, I don't want you to play with Tammy?
Yes.
And you said, but I want to play with Tammy anyway.
Yeah.
Coming up on America's Court,
So even though she was willing to share, for you, her not sharing Tammy was a problem.
Yes.
And so what did you do?
I wanted to play with it, so I did.
closed captioning provided by. If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Journey Sims, who is suing Terrence Middleton for a playground injury.
When someone says, I'll share these toys, but I don't want to share this one, why did you still want to play with the other doll, Tammy, anyway?
Because I thought it was a really cool doll, and she wasn't really sharing, but she was sharing the other toys. I just thought it was a really nice toy that I wanted to play with.
So even though she was willing to share, for you, her not sharing Tammy was a problem.
Yes.
And so what did you do?
I wanted to play with it, so I did.
So you were like, I'm playing with Tammy. Yes. Okay.
And when I came back to
Yes, Kennedy.
when I came back to the room, I saw that Lyrics was playing with my baby doll, and I really didn't want her to. It was just
And is that the example of Lyric being mean?
No, Your
Okay,
Honor.
because I asked her, well, what is it that she did that was mean? And then we started talking about Tammy, the doll.
Yes.
What was it that Lyric did to you that was mean?
she called me a snitch, but
Why did you, okay, did you refer to Kennedy as a snitch?
yes,
Yes. And why did you call her a snitch?
because she told on her mother that I was just playing with one simple doll.
That she told you not to play with Tammy, and you played with her anyway.
Yes.
And so she told her mom that Lyric's playing with Tammy after I told her I didn't want her to. Is that what happened?
yes.
Yes. And when she did that, you called her a snitch. Is that what you did?
Yes.
Yes. And that was a problem, Dad. You recognize that,
Yes, yes.
all right? Mom, that didn't go over well with you.
No, I didn't like it. So I told her that's not a way to talk to my daughter, okay? Because she's letting you playing with the other
Right.
games.
This is
And-
not complicated.
No.
No.
Don't
for the
touch
moment.
Tammy, and we're good.
But
And
I
don't
did-
call my daughter a snitch.
But it's up to the children. I mean, it's up to them
No,
to figure
it's
it
up
out.
to the village.
Okay.
The parents dictate this is what goes down. And you at your house?
It's my rules.
Yeah, your house, your rules. And referring, how old are you?
8.
And you're 8 also?
Yes.
Okay, 8-year-olds calling each other snitch, that doesn't sit well with me.
No, me neither.
And you conveyed that to Mr. Middleton.
Absolutely.
And
When he
what-
arrived, I told him I didn't like that, and he started laughing.
Is that
And-
true?
Well, it's comical at this point. I mean, they're kids, and what they say sometimes is out of my control. I mean, I've never told her to call someone a snitch. Now, I might have used it in passing. She does have 2 older brothers. She could have learned it from them. But they're kids, and kids play. They have fun. They get in trouble.
Was she laughing when she told you about it?
No. she
Okay,
wasn't.
so then it wasn't funny to her,
Correct.
especially as we're trying to reconnect the kids together, because it's all about them, right?
Yes.
So that left you feeling a little uneasy.
Yeah, so I asked him if he was able to do some efforts and that it was not going to happen again. And he said, yes, I will do it.
All right.
So
And then
I was
what happened?
happy with that.
Okay, and then something happened after that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what was that?
At the second play date, he took the children to the park.
You weren't there?
No.
What happened at the second play date?
The children were at the park. Kennedy did. She got injured on the swing.
And
while
is
they
that
were
why
playing.
we're here for the 978?
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Lyric, what happened with Kennedy at the park?
Well, I was on the swing, and she wanted to go on the swing, but I was saying, wait, I'm almost done playing on it. So she went and told on me,
That you wouldn't share the swing.
yeah,
And who did she go tell?
her mother.
Because I was just arriving at this moment.
There was only one swing working because all the others were broken. And then Lyrics got on it first, and I wanted to go on the swing, but she was on the swing for like an hour.
What felt like an hour, huh? Yeah, I know.
It was an hour.
All right.
Well,
Okay, so that
Well,
was a problem.
yeah.
And so you get there.
Yes.
And she tells you.
She came to me and she said exactly what happened. She said she doesn't let me play with the swing. And I said, well, she's gonna let you play with the swing.
Sure.
And at this moment, this man said, what did I tell you about snitching?
Coming up on America's Court.
He said, snitches get stitches.
Yeah,
You did
that,
not say it.
You know, and Your Honor,
Snitches get stitches.
in so many words.
Please tell me
Well,
you did not
let
say
me
snitches get stitches.
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Journey Sims, who is suing Terrence Middleton for a playground injury.
You said, I don't know where she heard this term snitch from. I don't know if it was her brothers or somebody else on the playground, but that's not necessarily something that I condone. And then here you are using the exact term because kids are like sponges. They hear and respond based on what they hear us saying.
Right.
You're saying it's
Yes.
okay to use that term when really all Kennedy was doing was establishing boundaries. As an 8-year-old, we're supposed to share. You didn't take that well because here we have this name,
And
this
he
word
said,
coming in.
snitches get stitches.
Yeah,
You did
that,
not say
it. You know, and Your Honor,
Snitches get stitches.
in so many words.
Please tell me
Well,
you did not
let
say
me.
snitches get stitches. Did you say that? I cannot fathom
you know
that
what?
you would say snitches get stitches.
It's what it sounded like. It's not. It sounds. It's worse than it sounds. You know.
Is that what you said?
I don't recall, Your Honor.
Stop.
I don't recall. The
Let me
kids
just put
were.
it to you this way.
Okay.
Your daughter's taking all this in, and she was there. Did you say that? Dad.
I might have said.
Dad,
Yes.
in front of your daughter, never mind taking an oath in this court, in front of your daughter, did you say that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why would you lie about that and say you don't recall in front of your daughter? Because once again, she's taking it all in, and you're all she has. Dad. For real? How did she get hurt?
Well, they went to play on the swing, actually, and I was arguing with him at this moment, telling him I didn't like what he was doing, and I didn't like the way you talk to my daughter. You don't have to talk to her like that.
Talk to me.
He said,
Talk to me.
and he said, well, I don't have time for that. It's kids' things. I have to work. I said, I care about education because I'm trying to do my best for my child. That's what it's important.
The two of you are going back and forth, and in
Yes.
the meantime, they're back at the swing.
Yes,
And that's when she gets hurt.
absolutely.
How did she get hurt on the swing?
I heard my daughter yelling and crying, stop, 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 stop. So I run there. And actually...
Kennedy, what happened to you?
well, Lyrics asked me if I want to swing, if I want to spin on the swing.
Twirl around on the
Yeah.
swing. Did your finger
And-
get caught when you twirled around?
Yeah.
Coming up on America's Court.
I find it fascinating that the parents can't work this out. And I'm really talking about you, sir.
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Journey Sims, who is suing Terrence Middleton for a playground injury.
There's twirling going on with the swing. She ends up getting injured, and it results in an injury to her finger, and that's the $978.
Yeah, actually it was more, but the insurance paid already.
What are you looking at? Let me take a look at what you're looking at.
Yes, I have
Yes.
the invoice, and I have also this picture
All
from
right.
my daughter.
And the injury was a result of Lyric
Yes.
twirling Kennedy around?
Actually, her bone was broken 3 different places, and she had stitches.
Snitches and stitches. So here we're back to that, huh? And you don't want to pay for this because?
They're playing. They're out on the field. I'm not liable for that. It's kid stuff. It's what happens.
You're liable if I say you are. You don't believe you're liable. Is that what you meant to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm going to be the Waze app for you, sir. This issue of the emergency services was the left ring finger. She had to have a cast. She had to have the stitches. All right. And there were more monies exhausted. Your insurance covered the bulk of it other than the $978.
Your Honor, can I add something?
No.
Is that
Ms. Sims, anything else?
No, I just want the best for her and for her as well, and I'm
What's the
concerned.
relationship with the two young
They don't
ladies?
speak to each other anymore. I didn't want my daughter to go there because I was...
You were done.
Yes, it's dangerous. I was not safe. I felt
Okay.
I was not safe.
Okay. I find it fascinating that the parents can't work this out. And I'm really talking about you, sir.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. You're watching America's Court with Judge Ross. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel will come down in favor of the plaintiff in this matter. Because even though this was an accident, and I don't believe Lyric did it on purpose, but she caused Kennedy to be put in a situation where she suffered harm, and as her legal guardian and parent, you are financially obligated to any costs associated with your child's behavior. Pay the lady the monies and try to work this out for their sake. 978 is your judgment. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $978.
I think the judge made a valid point, and I hope we'll find a way for the girls to play together again.
$978 is a small price to pay as long as my little daughter here is happy.
Follow America's Court on Facebook and Twitter. This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.